Happy Monday.
Salute.
Cheers. Yummy.
I don't know how my life got like this. This is just too extreme, man. There is this grime everywhere on everything. I just fired up we're sitting here in the outdoor studio looking in a southerly direction. The Carolina storm sitting there spinning counterclockwise. We got a big time east wind, and it kind of comes around and it swirls right here. I guess you'd call this the courtyard. I don't know. Whatever. What patio area.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really have the patio yet. And that freaking mulch that I thought was the playground mulch, which I thought was going to be a great idea. The price point was beautiful, and it's just gotten, either it's just broke down because of, it hasn't really been here that long, but the constant abuse that the pups give it.
The dryness.
Well, the dryness, yeah, that's true too. But still, it's a fine powder now. And I had the big fan blowing. What's that? I don't know. 60-inch fan. Had the blower, blew all this off, I don't know, half an hour ago, and it looks like I didn't do anything.
It's all packing.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
Well, that would be the third time it's been blown off today, too.
You did it once?
Oh, yeah,
okay.
After mowing.
Okay. I did it early this morning.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's just, I sit here and look at it like, oh, fuck, man. It's just like...
It's all fine until it starts getting windy, except when the dogs run through it and roll in it. And anyway.
Yeah, anyway. Well, you that took the duck boat down to Thorns this morning, I guess officially kicking the countdown off.
Yeah.
The official countdown or officially kicking the countdown off? I don't know which way to say it. But
the preparation.
The preparation, 100%. Because you did your little video saying it's go time. And as I was not avoiding doing anything duck related, but as I sat on the tractor cutting the grass this morning, I just thought, yeah, man, it's just that kind of thing where texting with G off, and it was like 11:30. Like, and he texted me some videos and things and YouTube stuff, and I'm like, man, I'm just sitting down. I got up at 4. I said, I'm literally just sitting down and eat. He said, why did you get up at 4? I said, cause I shit to do.
Well, the dogs.
Well, the dog,
got you going.
Yeah. Well, and I had to thank them because they did get me out of bed. But proof got me going.
I have to thank you for getting up with them at 4.
And because of the weekend that we had, last night we coulda, shoulda, woulda cleaned the duck boat out. I'd still, Jeff and Paul, if you're listening, still had, well, the divers, the Lifetime divers are up on the shelf, but still all the widgeon and pintail were in the boat. So I kind of threw all them out. A couple other little things got out of the boat before I towed it down. Plus still had to pump the tires up on the trailer.
Yeah.
And it's just, it was just one of those kind of get up and try to get a lot of stuff done. So
that's been the whole day.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
it's been go day.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to be kind of sort of somewhat feeling dreary because I mean, I rode a tractor, and yes, this is the first time in a long time that literally pretty much everything here at Peerless Road is cut.
Yep.
But what I'm going to get back to that, but I rode a tractor, but you pushed and you weed eated, so you were, and it's very, very humid. I showered. I had to wash my hat. This is a new one.
Good.
Well, I'm just because the other one I washed is drying right now, and the sink was pretty much like what's on this table. It's about the same color. But yeah, the side yard depends on which way you'd say back and side. But how about this? The northerly end and or the 114 by 14 garage door on the end of the big building. It is looking to the north. It's where that fill was that I let that stuff grow, and I'm sure people rode by thinking, "What the hell are they doing?" Because I stopped cutting it. But my thought process was, first off, whatever's growing, I want it to grow, and secondly, all that stuff, even if it's bad stuff, it went to seed, and I even turned the RPM down like to half. I was about 1,800. And my thought process was like I was just kind of like knocking it down. So we have the New Holland tractor, 25 horse. I have a 72-inch deck on the back. It's a finish mower, 3 blades finish mower. But I just turned her down. The generator runs about 2,600 RPM, so I turned it down to about 18, and just went slow. and just kind of let it knock. I was thinking I wasn't, probably just mowing it. I wasn't destroying the seeds either, but I figured if I turn the RPM down, I'm definitely not destroying lots of seeds. And it finally looks green. Like, it's all, we got all
It's
that
filling in.
kind of that junk fill at the end that was free from up the road there a ways. I don't know how many loads we got dumped. I bet you we got 7. They were bringing a dump truck, and I think we got at least 3 to 4 with the dump truck, and then they had the dump stir, and we got a bunch of. I think we got 4 dump. I bet you we got more like 8 loads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot, but we were thankful for it, even if it wasn't the best stuff.
Yeah, kind of junk, but every stuff's still growing in it. But I mean, there's still a lot of rocks and stuff. Yeah. But anyway, it makes me feel good that finally, like, everything is cut. So when people drive by, it maybe not that it's an eyesore, but and they're doing what 60, 70 miles an hour anyway. But I know when we left, in the weekend, we headed to Delaware. We kind of went by and commented about how the grass looked. So we do. With as much we do have going on, I mean, we still do take pride in the way stuff looks, right?
Yeah, nothing, some money wouldn't fix a few little things, but...
Well, but I mean, just like cutting grass, right?
Yeah,
because
for sure.
Doing 5 things over here, and we got to cut the grass, and the forecast, you just brought up the radar. The forecast is it's supposed to rain pretty good, and you're like, what if we don't get anything out of this?
Well, it's kind of looking that way right now. Like, these forecasters, I tell you.
It's got to.
They get paid a lot of money just to predict stuff.
So from the spring, that 50-pound bag, I bet you there was probably a good, I don't know, 10, 15 pounds left. I spread that on the backside where some of the sod had kind of gotten funky. So I loaded it. That's the seed in the sod. So I know that stuff will. I am talking about overseeding. I love to throw grass seed down and just let it do its thing. I've always done that over the years. Way back in the day when my very first, way before Karen, you probably weren't even here yet.
I wasn't even born.
No, you were born, but you weren't even here yet. The townhouse in a different lifetime that I had. I would just throw grass seed down, and as long as there's something there for it to kind of hold it, it grows. So anyway, I picked up another bag on the way back from Duck Boat. Looking up there, what is that? A hawk? Yeah, it's not an eagle. On the way back, I did swing in. Now the Tractor Supply app said at about 7:45. It didn't say what time they open, but it says, closes at 9, which didn't say they weren't open. So I rolled in there like 7. I don't know. It was 6, 7, 8 minutes before 8 o'clock, and you're good. And like they weren't open, so I had kind of hang out there a little bit. But anyway, got my grass seed, and although that was kind of on my radar to put it down after we cut the grass. Oh, we cut the grass because of the rain. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be a good idea too, just if we do get the rain, that's definitely going to help get that seed started. Plus, this time of the year, so back to the overseeding, the days are warm and the nights are cool, and there's dew every night. And or I did it last year and saved the sod out front of here. I just take the hose and hit it real quick, right? Either like before going to bed or first thing in the morning. The grass is already wet, so I just thought I was adding a little bit more moisture to it. But anyway, I'm just rambling. It is officially the time to go. I always say October's my favorite month, but I bet you September's our busiest month.
Yeah.
Of just like
shaping up that way.
Yeah. So we'll talk about what we're doing this coming week a little bit later, but I want to recap our weekend. Was it a good weekend?
It was an awesome weekend.
It really was.
It was an awesome. It was a busy weekend, but.
So if you haven't listened to the last podcast, when I never said that Scoter crashed and burned, but it just was not a good result for Scoter. She didn't get to pick a bird up in the first series in the Master. That was on Saturday, and then we got a wave
with his old dog in the back.
Yep, it's like a shorty. I don't know what it was called, but to me, a shorty Suburban, a Tahoe probably. I don't know. Anyway, it's a short Suburban, probably is a Tahoe. But he comes by pretty much every evening and has a black lab sitting in the back seat on the driver's side that sits there and kind of looks at us, and he's got this whitest face.
He's got a great face.
So, I'm guessing like he's what?
Got a little age on
10,
him,
11, 12, something like that. But refocus me, love. The weekend, yes. Scoter did not if you did not listen to the last podcast, that's what I was saying. I kind of recapped last weekend's, a week ago's weekend, her first master test, which she did not even get to pick up a bird in the first series. And it was a master, single junior, single senior, so we went back Saturday. And each memory bird, I had to handle her on. And she just acted confused, on and on and on. If I knew that was going to happen, I probably would have not entered, or I would have reservations about entering a master and a double senior the following weekend, which is the weekend we're just coming off of. But the way closing works, closing, I have till midnight tonight.
Gosh,
to enter
get into the next one.
Yeah. I think it's midnight. Okay, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna fixate on that, so I'm not gonna go there yet. I know it's midnight, 11:59, something like that.
Okay.
So, I would have had reservations about entering her this weekend, if for nothing else, from a dollar standpoint.
Yeah.
And before, somewhere in there, I decided, hey, let's enter proof in a double junior. Right? Must have been alcohol aided evening that I had. I was like, hey, he's doing really well. Let's enter him in a junior.
I kind of laughed at you when. But
I thought I could get him. I thought I could get him through. I wouldn't have said it if I didn't think. Now the original plan was all three of them were going to get entered.
Yeah.
Something. What does she look?
Yeah, I heard
something
that.
Walking. Yeah, squawking. The original plan was that all three would be kind of running junior at the same time, and that's geese. That's what she heard at home. Okay. She was watching. I saw the right hand of the V, so I didn't get to see how many it was, but they come right over there. So yeah, I thought it would be a good idea, and I even told the junior judges, like, 2 weeks ago I thought this would be a really good idea.
You said that.
Oh, I said it a lot. Yep. People were talking to me. I was like, yep. I'm sitting there trying to hold him down and trying to
jumping all over the place.
And I was like, yep. 2 weeks ago I thought this was going to be a really good idea. I did say that. Got to make some kind of levity. I will say this is probably the only time ever that we will have the youngest dog in on the catalog, and that was when it says youngest dog. That was him, his birthday. Yep. So he's not
21, 24.
Yeah, he's not even 7 months in a couple of days. So he's not even 7 months old yet. But so where do I want to go? We're going to do it day by day. So the junior is on. Is it on Saturday? Yes,
it was on Saturday.
Junior is on Saturday. Okay. But because Master kind of trumps everything, and he was dog number one in that junior. Master started at 8, Junior 1, 8:30, Junior 2, 9. So we go to Master, check in, and what were we, dogged 20? 26. We were second from the end.
Yes.
She's like, yeah, man, have at it. Go do your junior thing and come back. So we roll into the junior. First off, it's freaking super tight. We drove up in there and
it was jam packed.
How do we navigate this? Anyway, got to see the test dog run, and I think there was another master dog there too. So she ran first, and they said I was going to be like 4, and then it just, I was like, I'll just run him. Like it doesn't. We don't need to wait, kind of thing, right? Yeah. So get him out of the van, walk him up there.
Well, he walks you up there.
Kind of. And set him down. Quack, quack, quack. Boom. Dog. Runs right down there and picks that dead bird up.
Yeah.
So I hiked my shorts up, and I didn't even take a whistle.
No.
No, I think I did.
You just needed your hockey gloves.
But I kind of break down, old football stance. I'm ready, form tackling. I'm ready. And here he comes. He was actually, he delivered the hand very, very nicely. But I was ready just to I'm snatching it.
Yeah, snatch it out of his mouth.
I'm snatching it. But I broke down and I'm like, okay, like which way is he going? Which way is he going? Brought it right back to me. I was like, all right, man, thank you. It's like, this is going good. Like I was like, if I was 50-50, now I'm like, yes, I'm 80%. This is good. Set him down for the flyer. Okay, I should have said the left-hand bird was shot. He kind of converging marks.
Left to right.
Left to right. Left is left to right, and then right is right to left. And big old flyer. I can see the freaking wing, and a couple times it did this, Karen.
Oh, jeez.
If you're not watching on YouTube.
No, because I always watch everything through the camera.
So, like, I can see the wing. He runs out there, and he went right to the area of the fall, and he just, there was not a lot of cover. Well, it wasn't mowed like our yard either, but it wasn't like it was stupid cover.
No.
And he hunted, and he hunted, and he hunted, and he hunted. And guess what? He hunted and hunted and hunted. One time, he even goes over to they had some duck silhouettes out there, and he was like, should I pick one of these up and bring it back?
It's chewing on
He
it.
took the head, and I'm like, oh, my. And he went behind, he goes up and he checks out the gun station because there's ducks up there. Then he went, it was like on a little berm. So he goes on the backside of the berm, hunts, comes down. So, okay, he's going to get this time. The judge, he's right there. And didn't come up with it.
Nope.
Goes back up and he's trying. One time he stops and like looks at me, and then he just starts hunting again. And all of a sudden he's up on the berm and he just bolts down the hill. I was like, yes, he's got it. And he just freaking runs down to the pond and chases some geese way off to the left.
He's in the water.
So he made the flyer, the land flyer. He made it a watermark. He's down there swimming. And then, at one point they did say, "Can you handle him?" I was like, "No, he's not even 7 months old yet. No, I can't handle him." Because I would just blow the whistle and try to get him there. It's like, nope, I can't. So he's way down there. So I'm yelling, whistling, yelling. And I said, "Can you just have the gunner come out? You know, can he pick the bird up, please?" And they're like, "He's put on such good effort. We're going to let you do that." So we'll just have the gunner come out and say, hey, just, you know.
And they did, and he was so proud of himself to bring it back.
He was, and then he just ran around the gallery, not the gallery.
I found it hysterical. You know, maybe you were kind of outside of your body, but
no, I mean, I was not mad at him at all, and you know, we are doing the series Pitboss's Black Labs, so we're kind of trying to make it, you know, not interactive, but definitely get kind of in the moment of like what just happened. And like, I can't be mad at him, man. No. He like hunted for 5 minutes and he never stopped. You know, and then he's like, okay, there's geese. I'm going to go get one. Like, I guess that's what I'm out here. I'm going to get something. So I can't be mad at him at all. The first mark he did really well. He delivered it to hand, and he just didn't find the flyer. Like, and it's a flyer, right? And it was, well, not the flyer's going to go everywhere.
Has he had? How many flies has he ever had? Exactly.
Right, but I mean, it's a duck though. We have trained with ducks.
Yes, yeah.
But I'm just saying, it was a big flyer. He just didn't. You know, the concept that the flyer was up on the berm, shot down into a bowl, sort of, kind of falls off. Not where we say a bowl, but a descending, a decline, if you will, from right, high, low, left, and he just didn't get it. So I didn't really feel that bad. So, all right, let's go to Junior 2, right? And because the way this is set up, there's really everybody's a Junior 1. All the junior entries are Junior 1. Plus, it didn't start till 9. So we go over there, and there's literally 3 of us. She's like, judge is like, okay, well, so thank you for coming to our test, and it's you 3. We will explain what's going on. So she explained it. They had a test dog. The test dog had a little issue. But they were like, hey, they just kind of played it off. It's the test dog. I was standing on the left side of the test.
Can we possibly kill him?
Yeah, because I'm are you set now?
I think so.
All right, because of our... All right, maybe I'll try again. Because of... You had to get Duke out. He was just being an a-hole. I did log on to Enter Express. So now for Talbot, the owner qualifying that only had 7 dogs now has 26 dogs.
Oh, wow. What's the cutoff?
Tonight. That's what I checked.
No,
it doesn't matter. Could be 62 dogs.
I thought there was.
Nope. That's you're thinking of 66 master. And the master only had 27. Now they have 32. So a couple more masters entered. And there was only 7 senior dogs. Now there's 15. And there's 16 junior dogs. So they kind of double those. Okay. Double those up, but I just and we are safe until after this is over.
Okay.
So 3 of us are for Junior 2. Handlers, dogs, whatever you want to call it. We're sitting there watching, and I am on the left side, and I, taking my videos, and the test dog had an issue, really with both birds, but definitely the left hand bird that was thrown right to left. There was this wall of cover, and she kept saying, the pond, there is no pond. The pond is dry. It's dirt. She's like, it lands. And I can see a ribbon over there. And I know that my angle from the winger, the bird didn't make it to there. So anyway.
Why is it called a winger?
Good question. Launcher?
Okay.
I guess winger. Because one of the companies calls themselves, was it a zinger winger?
Okay.
Winger? I don't know. Winger. Birds, ducks fly. Winger. I don't know. It's a good question.
Okay.
I don't know. Something like that. Somebody thought it was a good thing to call them a winger.
All right. Now I know.
Wings, they fly, but the bird's dead, so you put them in a winger to make them fly. I don't know. Winger. There, Scoter got up. All right, so we ended up being dog 1 because we were right there. Oh, that's right. We were going to be dog 3, but everybody else was parked a country mile. We drove right up to the line. They asked us to move, but where can I stop? And they said right over there. So park there, and
there.
I had him out, and they're like 1 and 2 are still walking their vehicle. I was like, "You guys mind if I go?" And they're like, "No, have at it." So I walk up there. The flyer, a little bit of a hunt, but he brings it back.
He did.
I pull my shorts up again. Now this time I don't have a whistle because I don't need to whistle him. I don't need to whistle in the way because I thought the first test the whistle may have been in the way. So the left-hand bird goes off, thrown right to left in the cover. He goes out there and he freaking hunts and he's everywhere. Oh, and she kept, they're like, he's going to find it, and he didn't find it. And eventually on this one he did run back. He came back to me. I'm like, looked at him. And they were kind of like, mumbling themselves. I said, could you please just go look to see where that bird's landing? I said, no disrespect. I said, could you see where it's landing? So they walk over there, and like I said, it didn't land. Let me help you out a little. It did not land where the ribbon was. So they moved the winger way over so that now it is landing out on the dirt. They came back and they said, you're right. I said, well, I wasn't being critical of your test, but I said I was standing on that side where I could really see. I could see around the cover, if you will. And I said, I didn't think it was landing where you were wanting it to land. She's like, nope, you're good. Don't worry about it. So go back 3 dogs. So now I'm not even in a holding line because the other dogs are in there, and he's a horse. And anyway.
It's a workout.
Yeah. He's being himself. Eventually get him back up there. And Teresa finally shows up, kind of just checking on everybody, seeing what's going on. They were going to make us run
Teresa is.
We don't need this. She's
the secretary of the club.
Okay, but in the hunt test, I think she may be the lead person.
Okay.
Of the hunt test.
Okay.
I'd have to take a look in the catalog, but that's what I would tell you. But now you got me off my train of thought. Yes. So all of a sudden it becomes, hey, you have to run both of them again, but we're only going to judge you on the one that he didn't pick up. I'm like, well, why? Why? And then Teresa spoke up. She said, no, you don't have to do that.
You already judged him on that one.
Yeah, but but if it was a triple, then she'd still have to go get all 3. She'd have to still get, like, let's say that was a double. Forget about it. I'm mixing up by saying triple. Let's say that was a double. And they're going to give me a rerun, and they're only going to score the left hand, the memory bird, if you will. Well, he would still have to go get. It's a double, so he still has to go out and get the first bird, because if he didn't, then it makes it like that's not a memory bird, right?
Right.
But she says, time out. These are singles.
Yeah.
You already scored him. That was a single. He got picked up. This is not a double. It's a single. So that's a single, which they are. And I said memory bird. It wasn't a memory bird. Was not, because it is a signal. A single. I really have not had that much ground yet. Yet is the asterisk. Anyway, he runs it, goes out there, grabs it, and brings it right back. And we're on to series number 2, the Water Series of Junior 2. So I'm happy, right? Yeah, I think he's a young dog, right? I'll say this: he actually does kind of have line manners. You get him to the line, you tell him sit. He's like, sits. Okay, well, where's what's happening next? What am I doing? What am I getting? What am I doing? I think I was trying to put doing getting together. What's going on here? But getting him there is a little challenging. So we're going to work on that. Henceforth, with why we're not going to enter him in Talbot. There is a double junior Susquehanna Christian Rickers Susquehanna Club late October has a double junior, which see if somebody else can do it too. We may. It's freaking expensive though.
Yeah.
If we entered all three, it's $600 plus rye.
Ouch.
That's $800 weekend.
Plus rye.
Sorry, Scoter. Anyway. So that's good. What did we do? So we roll on down to Master. Master it's a walk up, maybe like 25, 30 yards away, kind of not in your face, and it's not thrown at you, it's thrown away from you. On the side of a pond. It's actually thrown like up against an old duck blind. That's bird number one. Then a hard swing to the right is a flyer shot left to right at about 90 yards. I'll say 70 yards. I could look it up, but it wasn't 90, no. And then the middle bird, the go bird, that was I have to say it was very good bird placement where they put this thing. And that was at 115.
Okay.
So we walk up. I'm waiting for the gun to go off because I'm ready to say sit, and all of a sudden they start yelling. The judges are yelling. I'm like, what did I do? Get back in holding mine. Like, what did I do?
Yeah. You said like waving their paddles madly at the bird boy.
Bird number one is it wasn't that far, right? So Bob walks out there and he's like yelled at him 4 times. I'm thinking this dude's like high or drunk sitting in the blind.
Guns up!
Yeah, he's just yelling at him. Yeah. And in the meantime, with Jordan, I'm like, man, like I said, you guys, like, I'm sorry, like I thought I did something wrong. He's like, no, we've been having some issues with the mechanics here, and I was like, well, you just started yelling, and I'm like, holy shit, what did I do? What did I do wrong? You know, kind of thing.
Was asleep.
Yeah. So, and really, where I'm at, my mentality or my thought process is, last week was not a good experience of her first series number one, and I'm like, so I'm a little on edge. Well, not on edge. Definitely
anxious. Yeah.
Anxious, yeah. Just to have it happen, right? 2 weeks ago, I was definitely 2 weekends ago, super, super nervous. This one, I was like, it's a triple. She should be able to do this. Okay, so anyway, we get back in the blind, holding blind, and maybe it helped her. I don't know. You're good. So they get the mechanics fixed of their test and walk up and boom, thrown away. And I'm shouldering the gun. So then whack, whack, whack on the other one. So I swing to the right. She sees that. It was almost a 90-degree swing. Yep, pretty much. The one thing I did not like, I think I said this to you. I
would say 180.
Well, 180 would be looking. If
I know, but it was quite a ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can say 100 degrees then.
Okay,
180. Somebody's thinking.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
The thing, we did not get out very far, and there's a gun stand in a bucket, and honestly, the line to the flyer was kind of like through the gun stand. Like it was just because we didn't get out that far. And then for us, because we did run towards the end, the sun had gotten up more, and that middle bird was still difficult to see against the dark tree line, but very, very doable. She runs out there, boom, picks the go bird right up, right? Comes back, and the flyer, she went out. It was around some cover, and she started to hunt short, gave me a circle or two there, and then she went right on back, and she found the flyer, and then come back, and now, again, so I'm coming off the senior where the memory birds were the issues. So now this little dinky bird that was thrown at that duck blind, I don't know. Wasn't sure how I was going to handle it. If worst case, I was going to kind of run it like it was a blind. But she sits down and she looks right where she's supposed to be looking. So I just said, easy, Scoter. She went right and picked it up. Yes. So then, do we have to honor on that? Yes. No.
Not on that one, right?
Yeah, that was no. Then we did have to honor. Yes, I had to honor. Yeah. Had to honor. So honor on a walk up in the master.
Okay.
We're good. Honor a walk up and a senior on the honor. I don't know.
I'm really worried about the situation there. I'm sorry. You can keep talking.
No, I'm not going to keep talking.
Okay.
All right. Everybody good?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So anyway, had to honor on the flyer. So honored on the flyer. She sat nice and there was no issue. So on to series number 2 in the master for Scoter. Then we went on over let's go check out the water. I'm pausing to make sure I'm thinking correctly.
I'm glad you have it down.
The stuff kind of goes together. I'm
oh
like,
my gosh!
because really, what it is, it's the same set of judges for the junior and the senior, and I was getting confused in my mind, but I'm not confused. So we go on to what was the water? Oh yeah. So now I'm getting confused with the walk up for the senior. Okay, so we go on over to the water. It's a just a simple little pond. The memory. Oh, it's not really memory bird, but I'm sorry. I'm
junior.
Yeah, I'm totally confused now. I do remember it now. I do remember it. It's the pond. There's a peninsula with the duck blind, and the kid was sitting to the right.
Yep.
All right. So first left-hand bird gets shot right to left, kind of out on the peninsula, and it didn't. Did his hit the water?
No.
It was right on the edge there, right? But you could see it, right? Yeah. So I send him, and he's gone. Now the wind, whether he knew it was there or the wind helped him, I don't know. But he just kind of went out to sea, and he's like swimming, and then to the left of the bird, and then he curled right in there and picked it up.
Yep.
All right. So now I said, how close can I get to the shoreline? They're like, you can get I have my boots on. You can get as close as you want. Don't get in the water. Okay. I turned. I said, "This is again." I said, "This was a great idea 2 weeks ago. It really was. This is what's going to happen when he comes out of the water. Doesn't matter what he holds. He's going to drop it and he's going to shake." So I said, "Do I try to get it at the shoreline, or do I come back and get him to come at me?" So I was like, "Well, I don't know. Let's just see how this works." So I went to the shoreline. He freaking held it right as he came out of the water. I grabbed that thing from him, and I said, "Thank you very much."
Yep. Hold. And if he didn't hold.
Yep. And I hiked my shorts up so I'm in breakdown position. I'm ready to grab it. And he held that thing for me and let me take it from him.
Yep.
So then the right hand bird, I don't know if it's 10 yards. Like it was this thing like
so
splash.
Close.
And so this time, instead of it was kind of angle entry. So this time, if you want to say he cheats on the return, he squares it up. So now he's down the shoreline, which I did say, like, how far can I go down? So anyway, he comes out and he drops the bird. Like he gets out of the water, he drops on the ground. Like, we're fucked.
Yep.
That's what I thought. I was like, all right, buddy. Hey, all right, fetch it up, buddy. And damn, he picked up and he brought it to me. Like
he held it and delivered it to hand, just like any good junior would.
And they're like, "That was a great job, thank you very much." So he passed his not his first junior, but because he's 1 for 1 for juniors.
Yeah.
But he did pass that.
He did awesome, and it was fun to watch him because he had a blast.
He did. He was really proud of himself. So that was good. So now we go on down to. Actually, we watched the test dog. I forgot to say it. We did watch Series 2. We watched the test dog. Yeah, before we went and did our water.
Oh, okay.
Right? Or I don't know. No, I know we did. I know we hung out we hung out to watch the test dog because I wouldn't laugh. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I shouldn't laugh,
yeah,
but
okay.
yes.
So, a water-land combo. It's a nice little levied, and the pump's running. You can see the pump running. They're pumping this thing. Yeah. But it's there was a little bit of swimming in it, but it was pretty much all running water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because when you said running water, I'm like,
no,
so it's running to a stream, like running,
no.
and then it was literally the dog runs in the water.
Running water, not swimming water. It's
running water. I don't know these things.
Right,
people said it was running water. I'm like, where is it? Is it like a creek or something? I did. I was like, running water. No, the dog's running in the water.
Yeah, which honestly, with Scoter, if she had to swim all that versus run it, it gives her more time to think.
Yeah.
When she's running, it's like she's running a landmark almost, right? But she is wet. So you just came up to the line, and you ran a cold blind. So the pond was kind of what kind of a triangle is it where this is 90 degrees, but the point goes way out? Whatever kind of triangle that is.
I know what you're saying.
That's the way that this levee system is. So the deepest water was to our left, and the further you got to the right, kind of thinned out to nothing. So on down, it was actually the same gun station that the first bird down that was thrown against the duck blind. Now this time they're just setting the blind off in the cattails. And so anyway, I'm not going to get into what hers is, what she did. But you run that blind. You come back. Then a triple goes off. Round the horn. Left bird thrown to the right. Middle bird thrown to the right. And then the right bird thrown to the left. And that's on the levee. The other two are on land, but a good running.
Ways,
Good. They're a good 120-ish. Good running water. And a little bit of vegetation on our side, but then just straight up running water when you get across. You pick up any of those birds. It doesn't matter. You pick up. We picked up the traditional go bird, which is a land bird. Then you come back and you have to run another blind, a water blind, which is to the left of the first gun station, left gun station.
That was the most challenging of all of them, I think.
Yes, I'd agree. The blind?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was right near the bird that was...
Okay, well, you say that when I explain what Scoter did, you remind me of that, okay? So, yes, you run that blind, then you come back and you pick up the two memory birds, if you will. So I told Karen, I think this is what's going to happen. I can run the cold blind. She's going to see the marks. I'm going to pick up a mark. Hopefully, I feel pretty confident she's going to pick a mark up. I'm going to come back and I'm going to run the blind. There's two more marks. I don't know of all that's happened.
She's going to remember
we're going to get. If there's 5 pieces to this, we're going to get 3 of them, and I'm not sure about the last 2. So we go up there. And the other thing too is the water blind was like kind of a down the shore, right in the corner. The corner is to our left, and I'm like, it's kind of like the bumper drill. Do I run her on the left? And you're like, nah, but I agree with you. You better make sure she gets in the water, right? Get her in, and that blind again. It's running water, and that blind was not one of her better blinds. No, but she got the bird.
She got
come
the
back.
damn bird.
Yep. She worked with me, and we got the bird and come back. So sit her down. Boom, boom, boom. She runs down, and I was concerned. She checked up one time. Evidently, in that grass, there's at least one wild duck that was injured or something, right? Because a dog. After us, before us, picked it up.
Actually picked it up.
Right, and he was going to give a rerun behind us. So he picked that bird up because you said that bird was alive. I said, they're dead birds. There's no flyer. You said, I just saw him wring that bird's neck. Right? So she kind of checked up in that air, like, oh, man, please. And she corrected. She ran. These dogs.
Rye.
She ran down, picked up the right bird, the right gun. Comes back. I set her up. I don't know which one she's looking at, but I'm setting her up for another mark, and you know what do I say, Karen? I say, no bird, leave it. Just like what we do on the side yard when you throw that duck, just a few feet away, right?
These drills paid off.
So I acknowledged that there's marks out there, but I said, no bird, leave it, dead bird. And she was on the right-hand side. I flipped her to the left. Kind of dead bird right there, dead bird right there. Good. Ears perk up, back. She takes off. I do think she goes towards the marks. Tweet real quick, just a simple tweet, and I just kind of gave her a walking angle. She did a 90 degree to the left, freaking made the turn for me, and she rolling across that water. The next whistle is right at that freaking ribbon, and she picks the bird up.
It was beautiful.
It was. I was like, yes.
Beautiful to watch.
It's like, yes. That's why we train.
Yeah.
So, but that's a great job. And I'm reveling in my excitement. I forgot that there's going to be a shot. And the shot,
right.
But they shot it a little early. Like she wasn't in the water yet, right? It was supposed to be maybe, a good third of the way across, and they shot a little early, and it kind of rattled her. I'm like, tweet, 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 and she kept on moving. So we're good there. But now what I'm really worried about is, like, is she going to remember these 2 marks? Now, lesson learned. Left bird, middle bird, right bird. So the way we train, I want her to pick up the middle bird, right? Because that's the second one down. So I'm sitting there, and I kind of dicked around with her, fought with her a little bit. She really wanted the left bird. So I sent her to the middle bird. Where does she go? About a quarter of the way out running, she makes a hard left, and she runs right on over to that gun, the left gun. She gets out. I think she got out just upwind of it.
Yep.
Did this kind of a big old loop behind it. She's behind the blind, and I'm thinking, man, if she where all the blinds have been, somehow she didn't. and she came right back over and she picked that bird up, went right to and picked it up. I turned around. Now, time out. We came back to all this. Somebody told us, Jeff, there's only like 5 dogs that have done this. Maybe, right? So I turned to the judges, and I'm like, what is that person doing?
I think they're trying to. Oh, I thought they were trying to turn around.
Yeah, the
Good
roofers.
spot there.
Yeah, roofers were doing stuff next door. I'm sorry. Sorry for the distraction. We are in the outdoor studio. So I turned to the judges and I said, man, that was an ugly one, wasn't it? And Bob, you know what Bob says to me? He says, do you know how many other people would have liked to have that mark? Like they didn't pick the bird up.
Yeah, they were dropping people left and right.
He's like, lots of people would have loved to have that mark. I was like, all right, thank you. So now, again, come back and she's looking out there. She's looking out there in the middle one, and that's kind of the one I already sent her at, and she picked the left up. So she's looking. I send her. She's rolling across there, and I got my whistle in my mouth, and my line was if she got to the again, holding blind is thrown to the right. She's running to the holding blind. I was like, if she goes if she's too much more to the left, I'm going to blow and cast her. She's almost to the shoreline. She just freaking makes a right-hand turn, runs out there, and picks that bird right up. I'm like, yes. Yes.
Go, little Scoter dog.
Yes. I'm like,
oh my God,
we're going to the 3rd series.
Yeah.
So anyway, come back and
pretty exciting.
They turn around and say that was a really nice job.
Yeah.
So somebody had said 5 dogs, which is pretty accurate because we were one of 8 dogs that went to the 3rd series, right?
Yep. Out of, what was it? 26? 27.
Yep, 27. And guess what? It's still Saturday. We're going to do a 1-day master. Normally,
it's kind of exciting.
Larger stakes. Our masters are, everybody's
2 days,
AKC master are 2 days.
Yep.
And I say that more of like thinking, Paulie, CKC, their masters are 1 day, but our masters are not normally 27 dogs. It's 66 dogs with a waiting list. That kind of thing, right?
They thinned them out pretty good, pretty quick.
So, we did not get. It doesn't. I mean, it would have been cool to hear because I'd love to hear Pitboss's Rise 107 proof. We did not get to hear the junior ribbon awards. I missed that.
Yeah.
But we go on over to the hard right end of the pond, this running water, and it's easy to say it's just a straight up double and a landblind, but it was just a double and a landblind. One dog did not do it. First dog up did not do it. And again, Scoters running. She run last? I think she runs. Yes, we are the last dog. We're the last dog, right? Maybe there's one behind us. I can't remember. But now I said I was not nervous. Now I am nervous because I didn't really. If she didn't get through the first series, she didn't get through the first series.
Right.
Second series, I was like, I'm going to do the 3. I'm not sure I'm not sure she's going to get the other 2 marks. She got the other 2 marks. Now I'm nervous.
She's
now
making it.
I'm nervous, but my hands are getting weird. I'm nervous, but I know I can handle. So as long as all right, as long as this is what I told you. I said, if she picks one of these birds up, we got this.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to handle her to the other mark, and I got to run a landblind.
Yep.
The landblind wasn't. There was definitely a keyhole element to it, and they were very specific. They said it was against the wood line, but this tall cover. Do not if you let your dog run down the wood line and go pick the bird up, you're out. Do not do that. So I was like, okay, I'll send her at the grass. He did say it. I'm gonna send her at the grass. I'm gonna send her at the ribbon, but I'm gonna send her at the grass and handle. And I think, let's see. The mark, go bird. She runs right out there. Boom, comes out.
Yeah, it's quick.
Come back, and I've really, really, really been working on trying to slow down and.
3 seconds. Yeah.
Well, that's on casting 3 seconds, but just in general terms, just really slow down. Remind me because I want to talk about that. Am I boring you?
Nope.
Okay. So she goes out, and I'd have to watch the video to tell you exactly how I think she went deep of it and worked her way back. But there's a holding blinds, some hay bales, but anyway, she went out there and got it. Like, yes. I didn't have to blow the whistle. She got, right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She had 8 clean marks. I never had to handle her on 8 marks. And the week before, she couldn't freaking remember a senior memory bird. Huh?
Well,
oh, my Lanta.
Maybe she could, but she
didn't.
The whole handling thing, like
Okay.
she just didn't understand.
So now the pressure is on me because I just got to pick this land blind up that's 50, 60 yards. But they were very specific about don't let your dog run down there and just give him an over to pick it up. So in my mind, I had 4 whistles, maybe 5, but 4 whistles, and the whistles were right at the end. Yes, we got this. Let's go get a ribbon. So that was the weekend. That wasn't the entire weekend, but that was Saturday. 2 things. Actually, there's actually 3 aspects. On Sunday, sitting there talking to somebody, and they're like, I'm really impressed how you handle your dog. I was like, well, thank you very much. And I said, the thing I've really been working on is slowing down. On that second series, she had the first water blind, semi-running, semi-swimming. She comes back, she's, panting and, a little bit of stress on her. It wasn't hot, but, she's definitely puffing a little bit. And before, it's not a walk up, so we had to sit her down. And I just told her, I said, man, I said, catch your breath. I said that to her. I said, catch your breath. I don't know if it means anything to her. Catch your breath. And she got feathers in her tongue. And she's getting those things. I say, hey, catch your breath. It's all right. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. All right. You good? All right. Come over here, sat her down. The marks go off. After the second water blind, I said the same thing. Come in here. You're good. All right, we're good here. Come on, sit down. And she again, the same kind of thing. She kind of cleaning her mouth out, but I told it was actually a woman. I said, man, I just try to really slow things down, and if she's not fast, she's very quick. She maybe is not the fastest dog in the world, but she's pretty fast. And I said, I just try to slow things way down. And I said, I do talk to her, say stuff like, that's good. All right, take a breath. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. Shake. Catch your breath. And just kind of let her reorientate herself to where we're at. That was number 1. Number 2, somebody came up and wanted to know who trained my dog. I said I did. He said, I'm very impressed. He said, I watched you yesterday in the master. This is on Sunday. It's a senior. He said, I watched you yesterday. He's like, and he said, I checked out the breeding and all. I said, well, I think Mike's going to do a 3-peat. He's like, nah. He says, he lost he had a AFC Golden. That he was running hunt tests. He said, some kind of weird bacteria, something. That he just had to put him down. And he's like, I don't want a puppy. I want to do something now. I don't want to have to wait, 8-10 months, before we can start doing hunt tests. With a puppy, I'm looking to get another dog. And he said, I got he said another field trial Golden that he was looking to run, but he did ask. He's like, he said, who trained your dog for you? I did. I was like, I don't really know
every damn day.
I don't really know everything. That's what I said. I made a commitment to train. We do. It may not be the best training in the world, and I don't know everything that there is to know it all. I'm definitely. Would you call me a novice trainer?
No, not novice by any means. But
whatever type of trainer I am. I said, yeah.
Committed.
I said, I do something every day. I said, she has great attitude. She always works with me. He's like, he said, man, I watched you yesterday. He said, I was impressed. And late in the evening, I just thanked one of the judges on Facebook Messenger, and I believe he was referring to the second water blind, where I said she was kind of running. I sat her down, and I counted to 3, and I gave her that silent, kind of angled over. He says, you knew when to give the silent cast. And he's like, she took that cast and just went. He's like, that was nice. And she did. That was probably 3. I stopped her at a quarter, and she took the cast 3/4 the way, all the way out there. And again, I kind of a check whistle right at, make sure that she didn't, because to me, she was slightly upwind of where the flag was. Anyway, it was nice to hear.
Yeah. Very nice compliments.
Yeah, it was nice.
Scoters is just her attitude. Jeff keeps saying it, but she has a good attitude. But my thing, I'm the is she having fun monitor, and I want to say this dog continues to have fun. If she doesn't have fun, I'm going to speak up.
Her tail's always wagging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, she loves what she does.
So I'll speed it up. We go back Sunday. I'm feeling really good. We did our same little pregame that we did on Saturday, which I didn't really get into, but we went and visited a high school, aired the dogs. And I said, we got to go back and we got to proof. And I was like, wait a second, Proof's not running on Sunday, right? Because I woke up, I was like, wait a second, all that stuff I said yesterday.
Proof was exhausted from Saturday.
So we're not running Proof, so we don't need to go. We did get him out and let him run, but I was like, I'm not throwing bumpers for him. I did get Scoter out, I threw orange bumpers. It was a mowed field. But just try to get some obedience in her, which I do have to say on Sunday. I think that she was much looser than in the seniors than what she was in the master. But how about this? Well, I'm not taking notes. You made a comment. Just remember your comment when we left yesterday about your difference between the master and the senior.
Yeah,
you don't have to say it right now because I want to talk about it. So we go to senior one, and we're really the same. I think she was dog 14 or 15, and 15 in senior one, and 20 in senior two. So senior one, it's a walk up, boom, 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 left bird, thrown left to right, somewhat close. That was the walk up, and then a big flyer shot out. Go pick those up, honor. She picked the birds up. She was a little loose on the honor.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. But got through it, no problems. We go to senior two, the walk up. And that was the one, it was a walk up, and that was the one that was down in the pond that was dry. How close was that freaking go bird, or the memory bird?
Yeah.
Freaking thing was 10 yards away?
Yeah.
I walked away, especially senior two. It was more like a breaking test. And not that a master test couldn't be breaking, but the senior marks were so short.
Yeah.
Versus like what we just did in master.
Yeah.
I don't say that the senior was harder or tougher. It's less work. But damn, man, like stuff close. I guess you could say, hey, it makes it easy because the marks aren't big. Yeah, but you're not holding on to your dog in junior either, right?
Yeah,
so
right.
this is and again, I know the requirements to a senior, I know the requirements to a master, but I walked away saying, wow, like these are like really close marks. So she did that good, no problem. I'm glad she picked the flyer up. That was the go bird, because I would have not. I was watching her, not watching she went right out and picked it up. I would have told you the flyer was much bigger. It was kind of angled back, and then so the other one's really close. I'm sitting there saying, easy. Second easy, guess what? She took off. I didn't even say her name.
I didn't know that.
No, I just say easy, and she's gone.
She's cool. Shit.
So anyway, we're good. We had to honor in the senior one. We did not first series. We did not honor in senior two the first series. It's like, oh shit, Karen, we got to honor we got to honor still with her in the second. And we got the walkouts. We got the walk-ups out of the way. So we go back to our watermarks for senior one. And what was it? Return to the scene of the crime. Because it was, it was 95% exactly the same test that we ran the Sunday before that she didn't do. Fuck. The memory bird was thrown over on the point left to right, except it got a splash this time. I'm thinking, okay.
Yeah.
And then the right bird was thrown right to left at the duck blind, which, whenever I picked that thing up, I let her sit there for a second. I was like, you do see the bird, right? Sent her, she got it. So now I got to do the water blind. But I didn't get to run last week. The water blind is off to the right, kind of up in that channel. And the one judge from North Carolina was just very in the land blind. Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry. Senior one, series one, the two birds went off, and then you had to run a land blind off to the right, and then you honored. And he was very specific about challenge my line. So now we're running this water blind, and I'm like, she's looking right where I want to go. Send her, and she's just trucking right across there. And did you see the 3 flying ducks they had on poles? all of a sudden she like looks over like, what is that? And kind of turns to the right, whistle, whistle, whistle. Anyway, I will say 8 whistles in about a 50-yard water blind. And it was not right on the edge of water. It was maybe 10 yards back. But anyway, she did a really nice job. Like, yeah, she passed. Before that, we got to get our ribbon. The North Carolina judge, we were sitting in the van. He rolled around. He pulled up on your side. You're looking at binoculars. He kind of startled you. He's like, man, he says, I just wanted to tell you. He's like, that was the best water blind of the day. Mm-hmm. He says, you had 8 whistles, but guess what? She worked with you every time. And he said, you challenged my line. He said, I didn't want to tell you. I wanted to be more expressive than when I handed you the ribbon and say you did a really good water blind. He said, I just want to let you know. He said, other people just let the dog swim over and cast it left, and he said that was they thought that was good. I said, well, you told me, you made it very clear that you even said a TikTok. 10 whistles is better than 1 whistle that you just give a big over at the end, right? So I said, I tried to do my best, and he's like, yep. He said, you had about 8 whistles. And he says, but man, he said, that was a beautiful water blind. He said, I just want to let you know. He says, I appreciate that.
Very nice of him.
Yep. He said, you're a really nice dog. And he says, just you guys work well together. And he said, I just want to let you know. And he said, I wanted to tell you, personally versus being over there when I give the ribbon, I can't really tell you in detail. So I was like, man, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And it was nice of him. So made me feel really good.
Yeah.
All right. So senior 1, she passes. So actually that conversation took place after she ran senior 2's water. So we were done. That's why I was just kind of chilling in the van. So we go back over there and walk up, and man, these freaking marks are super, super close, right? Splashes in the water, both of them.
Yeah.
And she's a little bit loose.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to honor this.
He says loose. I call it adrenaline.
Okay, well, whatever. She's amped up. How about that? She is amped up. And it's the kind of thing where now it's the same scenario where it's the second senior, right? So there's not dogs lined up. Matter of fact, I get there, some people are standing around. I said, hey, any of you guys, is there somebody marshalling? Well, she's not. Any of you guys running dogs? They're like, nope. I said, well, I'm going to jump in. Do you mind? Like, nope. Dog was running, and I got in blind and get up there, and they're like, we didn't get to see the test dog. You have any questions? Like, no, which one's which? And she's like, oh, this one splashes, and the memory bird's up the channel, and this one splashes. Splashed like right in front of the freaking honor dog. And then this very, very challenging water blind, which it's like super down the shoreline for a senior. And Bob even said, we were hearing all the whistles. Yeah. And when he came over to senior 1, he's like, man, he's like, if you put 20, 30 yards off the water, so that's a master blind. Yeah. Like it's a very challenge. We were hearing whistles, and the wind was blowing, and we're hearing all these whistles. Like, holy moly! So anyway, she sees the marks go off. She's a little bit loose. She's amped up. Yeah. Oh, she has adrenaline. Yeah. Okay. She goes and gets the birds. They were not. Actually, the memory bird. There's a freaking white drain thing, but the bird's there. She's looking. She's like, I should have sent her
on the drain.
I should have sent her anyway, just because. But anyway, eventually I dicked with her too much because I really wanted her to look at the bird. And she wouldn't work with me because she's locked in on that white drain. Yeah. So she goes towards the white drain, and she's like, oh, there's the bird. She makes a little, angles off to the right. She picks it up. So we come back for this blind. I'm like, fuck, man. So again, my thing, take a breath. You good, you good, you good. I don't know how many whistles I had on that blind. 10 or 12. But it was down a channel. There's an island, shore, island, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Anyway, she picked it up. She comes back. I got her in the water coming back, so that was good. And they were making fun of me about taking a breath. But towards the end, like, my mouth was, I was like, my mouth was totally dry. Because I was like,
no, it's like, he does this.
Well, I'm ready. I'm this, and I hold. If you're like, I'm like this, so that I'm like. Sometimes I do this too, so I can see, but I'm like ready. But when I blow the whistle, I don't have my hands out like this. I have them right here, but I am like, okay, what's she doing? What's she doing? Anyway, so she does it, and we're good. Now all we have to do is honor. She's not really wanting to honor. She's very, very loose. Yeah. There's no dog to run because of the way the order's so broke up. They're waiting for other senior dogs to come over. And she did say, "How would you like to do this?" And I go, "Well, what would you like me to do?" She said, if you want to use it like if you want to treat this like a rebird, sit here.
Yep. Put your leash on.
Put your lead on your dog. I was like, okay, I'll do that. I'm glad I did. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have. She didn't. Oh, anyway. So eventually a dog shows up, and they're like, "Are you ready?" Fuck. I kept telling her to sit, and she's like, we're right on the edge of the pond, and one judge even said, she says, "You can move back if you want, like, move back." Like, okay, move back. And man, the Scoters shaking, and she's bouncing, and the first one goes off, and then the second one's going to splash right in front of her face. She, like, got up to the edge of the pond, and I'm like, this dog's going to fucking break. And the dog sent, she didn't, and she said, you're released, and I didn't say a word. All I did was back up, and guess what Scoter do? She came with me and ran down the hill to you. So it's like, holy moly. So
a little nerve-wracking.
Ooh. So anyway, to the end of all this, she got her first. She actually had her first master pass before she had her first senior pass. So, which the weekend before, she shoulda, coulda, woulda had her senior pass. All right, that's enough. It's too loud.
Sorry, Proofy.
Yeah.
Proof, you gotta get down, buddy.
Or I'm gonna shut your mic off.
Sorry.
That's good.
Ouch. Don't do that. No.
And Anna.
No noise.
Anecdotal story to this: the husband was a couple, but the handler, who is the husband, whose dog picked up the live duck in Series 2 of the Master. That we were the last dog, but ran behind us as a rerun. As he walked up past us, you know what I told him? Because he watched me run. I said, "This is the same dog that last week when you judged couldn't remember each of the memory birds."
Yeah.
I said, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Made me feel good.
Yeah, she did great. We worked on some stuff in between the two tests. So it was a great weekend. Totally different drive home. I'm elated, proud. What words? Use words to describe me, love. Besides, I guess relief is
relief. Yeah, a little bit of relief.
It's a little bit in there, but yeah, we were just very proud of. I was proud of both of you because it's been a lot of work, a lot of time commitment.
So, 2 weekends ago, if she passed that master, things would have been a lot easier for us. Mm-hmm. But now she passed her first master. What have I jumped in balls deep?
So the master amateur.
Yep, Maine.
Yeah. June
2025.
Yep, he's kind of planted the seed.
Yeah, you said let's go for a trip. That sounds great.
I love to travel, but had I known that this was his master plan, he did not include me in his thought process.
That's kind of a double entendre.
The master plan for the master amateur.
Yeah, is that double entendre?
I don't know what you want to call it, but
I think it's called
you should have looped me in a long time ago.
I think it's called. Until she passed one, I couldn't put my plan into motion.
Yeah, but you'd already signed up for it.
Well,
so let's not have that conversation now.
You have to be a member of the Master Amateur Club.
He did not tell me this, and he went and signed up.
Well, I was embarrassed what happened to the first one, where I signed us up as a couple for lifetime membership. I was like, no,
yeah, that's just a drop in the bucket.
Drop in the bucket? You're talking about buying a camper now.
I'm not talking about buying a camper.
You did say that. You say, well, the dogs will be in the T350. Like we just get one of. We need a tent. You're like, no, not a tent.
Just a tent.
How about one of these little campers?
I said a tent. You said a tow behind. And then that's what from there.
Then you said, well, yeah, we could get one of those.
Don't even. You're going to set me off.
You said we could get. I never said anything about one that pops open.
Keep buying the freaking lotto ticket.
Who said about a camper that pops open? That was you. I said no. I said we get a real freaking camper.
After you said a tow behind.
Well, you said, well, yeah, we'll get one of those that like the thing pops up and like no. We're getting a real camper.
No, so now we're up to Airbnb $2,400 for the whole week. So there you go.
Love, you only live once.
Yeah, well, we can live in poverty.
Well, still be living, and we only live once.
Ay.
But anyway, I'm not sure it can really happen. But we're going to kind of make an attempt at it. We talked as I drove the duck boat. Let's swing back to that this morning, since we didn't really get to. Thank you for making coffee for me too.
Mm-hmm. Every morning.
That was dirty duck boat dark, right?
Always.
Thank you. Yeah, that was good. I went down the road, called you, and actually that's why you helped me a lot this morning, and you gave me the coffee. So I was like, you wanted to just like start talking about stuff. I was like, hey, I just wanted to call and say thank you.
Yeah, so I said thank you for sending me down a rabbit hole. Now I'm looking at freaking accommodations for. That people need to hear me. For Maine. What's it called? What's the town called?
Watertown.
Thank you.
We don't know what we're doing next spring. You said you wanted to go to PEI again.
I didn't say that.
Oh,
we were
you suggest-
invited to come up for a big event for next year
What's the big event?
where you get really old.
Yeah, well, you better not say the number. 'Cause I'll smack you upside your head. Not nicely. I'll just like tap you.
Yeah, Jeff's birthday is for
All right,
a
stop.
big event.
All right, stop. So anyway, we got a couple different things going on in the spring. I don't know. Anyway, where I was trying to go with this is we did not, because we've had a very busy day.
Yes.
You've got, well, we never had our sit down where I said, hey, let's take a book, piece of paper, whatever. You be secretary. I'll go to Entry Express and let's like map this thing out.
Haven't got to that yet.
Some of the challenging things to make this happen is my daughter, not Molly's Play Sporting, is my daughter Molly's getting married the weekend of a hunt test that we could, the Del Bay. So there's a master that we're not going to get to run. And then, what's wrong?
That's not good.
What?
Okay.
I think it's the rope stuck on the bone.
Yeah, I've just seen some
And then
obstructions.
the weekend or during the weeks that would be in PEI, there's I think there's 2 that we could go to. But we're not
I'm
going
in
to get.
PEI. I'm going to be having fun.
All right, I'll be up there just saying, damn,
Spending money in a different way.
I'll be thinking, damn, we could be running
No, I could be walking on the beach
on red
Brackley
sand,
Bay.
on red sand.
Yes.
You could be walking on in snow on the
Possibly.
red sand beach. But anyway, we kind of need to map this out. It's not is it possible it could happen? Yes. She needs to have her master title, and well, master title and or master title. Well, yeah, she needs her master title plus 4 passes. So in her case, her 4 passes will be her getting her master title. So, and if we do the senior, we're only going to need 5. And so basically, this is the scenario is she needs 4 masters, and she needs 2 more seniors.
Okay.
She needs 2 seniors so that she only needs 4 masters.
Okay.
And if that happens, then we are qualified to go to the Master Amateur National.
Paulie, blaming you.
Or is it the
Just
Master
saying.
National Amateur? No, Master Amateur National. That's what it is. Love, we're going. Well, you were. Wait, time out.
Uh-huh.
The Master Nationals in getting Texas. You're like, let's go.
I always say let's go.
Well, don't tell that to me then,
Okay. All right, I won't.
because I'm ready to go.
I won't
Until
then.
I said, hey,
Don't
love,
tell me it then.
I said, love, it's 24 hours of driving. Plus, you said it's going to be about 100 degrees. Plus, you said that the rattlesnake venom isn't
The venom vaccine, rattlesnake
isn't
vaccine does not
doesn't
work
work anymore.
anymore. Supposedly.
So, but what we did say for the regular Master National, which this year there is 1,433 dogs qualified. It is going to kick off September 26th, I think. Anyway, it's coming up in another week or so in Kentucky. So it's going to be a couple years, at least 2 years, if not 3, that it'll be back on the East Coast. But when it's back on the East Coast, we need to be qualified.
Okay.
Be a good time to.
See, I'm not allowed to say that anymore.
Why?
Because you said okay.
Oh, you did say okay. So when you say okay, then I guess it's okay.
All right.
I mean, what does okay?
Don't give me a
Everyone
headache.
listening, when somebody says to you okay,
It's acknowledgement. Doesn't mean it's a okay, yes.
hey, you want to go to Texas? Okay. That sounds like let's go to Texas. Anyway, all this is yet to be seen and determined, because if she cannot pass another master, then it's a moot point. So
Okay.
plus in a couple,
Okay.
plus in a couple years, 2 years. I mean, maybe somebody else is qualified to go.
Who could that be?
We're not really sure. At the moment, it looks like Proof would be the one.
You need to work with Elmer more.
All right. Well,
He listens.
That's what some people are saying. Elmer's our dog. Speaking of the pups, we kind of got off the track of the force fetch.
Last 2 days.
Yeah.
3 days now.
Just because of what's going on. So we need to, you know what, maybe...
We're having challenges with MASH too, so...
we'll work through that. Maybe first thing in the morning. I think
All right, when I'm asleep still, hopefully.
Yep. My plan is when somebody, although at 4 a.m. this morning, I really was not that anxious to get out of bed, but I even gave him the opportunity. I was like, well, maybe he's just going to not make a noise again. And then he kind of got worse. So I was like, okay, well, thank you. Actually, 3 of them, Scoter, Rye, and Proof went out. And then the other, I'm going to say it was Elmer. I think he got a little, he got a little vocal.
Yeah, he did.
So anyway, I was up wide awake. I sat out here for quite a while. The other morning when I sat out here, guess what? Across the street, I heard 2 screech owls at least. It was at least 2 of them.
That's cool.
But anyway, my point, I'm going to reel it back in. If I get up early, which I am getting up early tomorrow, I'll just get them out there on the table myself and get it done. So
Yeah, good idea.
Yep. Then you can come out and we can do it in the afternoon. Like, wow, they're really good.
No, I'm
All
good.
right.
Thank you.
I can see through the window. I want to thank, not thank you? No. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. One thing I want to talk about is, and I definitely I am showered and clean, which I was not showered and clean when I did that good thing because of that plastic and sweating and the no air. But anyway, we've got the office / showroom officially hermetically sealed.
It's definitely a different climate in there.
So I have one on right now. We I don't think we talked about it last time. I don't think we didn't have them. Yep. So let's take a boat ride shirts. We got Hey What a Dog. Plus this week we will have all of the 25 years, the new designs, new logos on hooded sweatshirts, as well as short sleeve tees. And I don't think they're going to be in hand until we get to Molly's on Thursday. But all the Yetis are in.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
We got lots of good things going on there. And I agree with you. You're trying to do have all the shirts and things upstairs, which we just don't really have a quote clean room. So, and it's a whole we could talk about for another hour about why there's not insulation, why there's not drywall and electricity in there. But anyway, at least the office. Did you mop too?
Yep.
I thought I saw you mopping.
Yep.
So that's basically a clean room. The office door from outside, and then there's the door plus two sets of windows. It's going to be a nice office. I'm going to enjoy sitting in there.
Yeah, eventually.
I enjoy sitting here editing on the computer, but I'm definitely going to enjoy sitting there too. Got that window. I don't know where you want to be, but I kind of envision that I'm to my left is the front window, plus then I can look out those windows. But anyway, got lots of things coming. The new store is working well. All that stuff is up. We just need to make it live. So when we actually physically have everything in hand. Love, I could have hit if you gave me that signal. I could have shut you down. Anything else? I'm rambling. It was a great weekend. Scoters doing well. We're kind of giving her off this week, more or less. It's supposed to. Yes. No.
No.
We're going to train.
You need to do something with her.
Well, tomorrow would be Tuesday and Wednesday. I would go in with the training groups and train. If it's going to be raining, whatever. But I have got some other things going on.
So many things to do.
So we'll do something then with her. But I thought we were kind of giving her a couple days off.
Okay.
Let her decompress.
Today's day one. Tomorrow would be couple.
Okay. Then we'll just see what the weather's doing.
She loves it. That's the thing.
Proof does too.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, the rewind about the yard got cut. The training ground out back got finally manicured today. So I've got it even better. So it's even more the whole no drill, the 2 sets of boards with the PVC pipe that I got on them, the two chairs, kind of just cleaned everything up there. So it's even more. It would be more challenging because it's definitely everything else is mowed and here's that stuff. But that thing paid off. I'm telling you, that thing paid off in Series 2.
Yeah.
In Series 2. So anyway, is that it?
I think so.
All right. This is before I say this, you want to say anything else?
Well, Just the shirts.
Oh, we'll talk about the shirts then.
Yeah. So
You like 'em? Yeah.
Yeah. Just go on to our store. Let's take a boat ride, hunting with Jeff.
They're simple shirts, right? Yeah. Just a one screen idea. This is white. It'll get really dirty, but I wanted to have, instead of me.
Well,
look.
This is the only white shirt. So.
Yeah. Geoff, look at my armpits.
They're
no
called,
holes.
Yeah, they're
no
called
holes. So what?
Graphite. Is that the color?
Yes. They actually
graphite gray.
Graphite gray
with
with
a white print.
Right. But I wanted some dog training shirts. So again, like my arms aren't blown out. My armpits aren't blown out. So
Thank God.
And if it gets a little dirty, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was worried about that.
No.
I didn't want them to get dirty. I was spraying all kinds of stuff over on the stains.
No.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. So
you do that to my other white T-shirts? No.
No.
Yeah. So.
But this was a nice shirt.
Well, okay. Anyway.
So graphite gray in the Let's Take a Boat Ride. It's on the website pitbosswaterfowl.com.
Free shipping.
Yep. Free shipping. $35 each. And the hey, what a dog.
Throw a decal in, maybe.
Yes.
Yep. All right.
Hey, what a dog. With our beloved Almaty puppy photo turned into a, what do you call it, a vector file, or what do you call it?
It's just a one screen. So
yeah.
So it's in silk screen. Anyway, I just wanted to come up with a bunch of one colored designs.
Yep.
So Almaty's actually he's holding a gunner bumper.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
It looks kind of cool.
Cutie patootie.
Yep. And we're not sure. We've got some other designs in the works.
Yeah.
We're not really sure. We need to fine tune and see which ones we like the best.
But pick them up at the Pitboss store.
Yep.
And at the Molly's weekend. This weekend they're going to be there.
So Thursday night's the VIP evening, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday it is Molly's. Well, what used to be called the anniversary sale, and all that is Molly's anniversary sale will still be there. But the new twist this year is, I said is a couple of times. I hate when I say the same word a bunch of times. I can't say is again. It's the Maryland Outdoors Festival. So we're going to be there. The Green Wing Teal, I didn't get shit done on them today.
I know.
So I got 2 days to haul ass.
Literally.
So that I can take them up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's about 24 green wing teal. I'm going to be sitting there painting green wing teal. Karen's going to be in attendance. Love, thank you. It's
finally.
the first time you're going to be there with me. It's going to be a neat little, almost like a little getaway for
Little
us.
family event.
Yep. All the dogs are going. The T350 will be there. The F350 will be there. So we're going to be there in full force.
Yep. Some decoys will be there for sale. So hopefully some common Scoter, right?
Yeah, this guy, I think all we'll have really, as far as decoys go, will be common Scoter, but they'll be there. It's going to be a good weekend.
Yeah.
Cedar Swamp Gun and Decoys, Nick Castiglione will be there.
George Williams.
Yeah, he's texted me a couple times here. I'm not sure if he's going to. The email is very specific. You need to set up Thursday, and you need to be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He thinks he's showing up just on Saturday, so I'm not really sure he's going to be there.
Okay.
I don't know how it's actually going to work out.
Yeah.
Pat Vincenti's going to be there.
Very nice. It's going to be good for us to catch up with these people.
Yes, a bunch of there's going to be some call manufacturers there, local guys. I'm sure Trevor Shanahan will be there. I think Sean Mann's going to be there.
Lots of sales, right?
Yep. They really haven't. They have not. They've kind of downplayed the sales. I have to do 4 freaking radio commercials still.
Okay.
By Thursday, so they can get them on. But it's they're trying to make it, which they are going to make it, the transition into an outdoors festival, family friendly event. There's going to be food trucks there, beer trucks. They're going to have lots of things for kids to do. There's going to be live music every day. Beer, what?
Food and beer.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be drinking Crown. Plus, you still got, if you don't like the food trucks, Molly's restaurants there, Molly's Mart's there, as well as sporting goods stores. So there's going to be, brand representatives from, I should have everything memorized, but you name me the guns, Benelli, Beretta, Brite, and like kind of some of the small, like Franke and Stoger will be with Beretta. There's going to be deals on guns, deals on clothing from Sitka, Bandit, Avery. Who else?
Extra Tough was last year.
There's going to be an ass load of Extra Tough boots. Molly's waders. Man, it's just everything that Molly's is. It's their anniversary sale.
Yeah.
in the Maryland Outdoors Festival.
I have my own shopping list happening.
Well, I've kind of made my little one too. So, but it's going to be a great weekend. I'm really excited about doing it. And we if you're listening and you swing in, please stop, say hello.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it's going to be a great weekend. That's all I'll say. So we still got a lot to do to get to that great weekend.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, busy week. Gosh, we are not going to know what to do with ourselves after this weekend.
If you would like, I kind of envision, and we haven't talked about this, love. So this is the first you're hearing it, but I know that you know me, and you probably have already thought about this. But social media wise, I'm going to try to go live a bunch. So
I was thinking that actually.
So if you're listening and you cannot get close to Molly's, well, first off, if you're listening, you can't get to Molly's, you want to take advantage of any of the sales, you need to go to mymollys.com, mymollys.com. So you can take advantage of all the sales and savings. If you are going to make it to Molly's, go to mymollys.com, and you can see the list of events for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's very.
And Jeff's going to be painting some teal.
Yep. I don't think they'll be 100% done, but they're going to be pretty close to being done. Where am I at, love? It's going to be a great weekend. So
stop by.
Yep. And speaking of Molly's, this is the Pitboss podcast brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods, easily found in Kennedyville on Route 213 on Maryland's famed Eastern Shore. Fuel your adventure at Molly's, mymollys.com, and make sure, again, if you can't get to Molly's this coming weekend, make sure you take advantage of any sales and savings that they have online at mymollys.com, mymollys.com. It is the Maryland Outdoors Festival. All kinds of people are texting now. Up next is Crabs to Go, crabstogo.com, easily found on Route 50 and Routes 589 in West Ocean City and Berlin. And we're about to hear some beeps as somebody's going to blow their horn. What do you think?
And neighbor Max.
Yep.
Hey, buddy.
There we go. He's on to his next adventure. Crabstogo.com. We appreciate everybody at Crabs to Go. Thank you very much. The NFL, we could take advantage of it tonight, but we're not going to get there.
Oh, gosh,
they had the NFL Sunday special. So anytime there's an NFL game on, I think they even do it Thursday night now. But buy 2 pounds of shrimp, either raw or steamed, and you get the third pound for free. So Crabs to Go. Guys, thank you very much. Up next, we've already talked about the T350 and all the hunt tests. It is Man's Best Kennel. It is Gunner.com. Gunner Kennels, which also has Man's Best Bumper, which you already said that Elmer T and the new shirt is holding the Gunner bumper. But we love the Gunner Kennels.
Yeah.
We use them daily, and we want our pets to be in the safest possible. Oh, speaking of Elmer T, he just put his head on my leg. We want them to be safe and secure. Oh my goodness, that's proof. That was proof, and then that's Elmer T. All right, guys. Elmer T's balls are bigger than Proof's, aren't they? Proof is bigger, but Elmer T's balls are bigger.
Yes.
Or is it just they're hanging further?
I don't know. They're different shapes completely, the two of them.
I mean, he looks like Proof doesn't have balls right there.
Proof looks like a greyhound.
All right, enough about dogs' balls, but it made me think of Gunner Kennels. Gunner.com, man's best.
Proof.
Guys. Man's best kennel. Up next, we already talked about it, took it down to Thorns this morning, the world's largest duck boat. World's largest duck boat. I'm thinking about the dirty duck coffee that I was drinking when I was driving. But I don't drink and drive, but I drink coffee and drive. It is duckwaterboats.com. Steve Hoover all the way from New Philadelphia, Ohio. Punishing the docks and the rocks. We're in the Ocean 32. The world's largest duck boat. But if you were looking for, I think the smallest boat that he can make is, or not he makes something smaller, but I know they had the 10-foot mini-me. 10-foot or 12-foot mini-me.
Okay.
But get on duckwaterboats.com. If you talk to Steve, tell him we say hello. You still haven't met Steve, have you?
Nope. One day.
One day. Maybe this year at Easton. Duckwaterboats.com. The ultimate outdoor oven is Duck Blind Bistro. Duckblindbistro.com. If you want to save yourself 5%, use the code PITBOSS. PITBOSS. Spell that right? PITBOSS.
Should we take that? and just sit it on the counter. People ask about it.
Yeah, so somewhere, you know what? And I'll investigate this week. There is a duck blind bistro with a Molly's logo on it somewhere up there.
Really?
Yes. I need to reinvestigate that.
If you don't have one, you got to get one because it is the neatest little contraption.
Stovetop inside. Don't have to fire your oven up and or any heat source out and about, and specifically in the world's largest duck boat. We use one. So check them out at duckblindbistro.com. Turtle Box Audio. turtleboxaudio.com. We love the Turtle Box. The one sitting right out there. I've kind of moved, well, the carving room, the painting room, but I've been painting right outside the carving room. So got a couple tables, the tables that we made last year for the sale, the wooden tables we have made. Got a couple of those going, love, I got to make a freaking table to paint from. Jeez. All right, anyway.
I could try and make it.
Well, you make good stuff. Turtle Box Audio. We love Turtle Box. The Gen 1, the Gen 1.5, and the Gen 2. Live loud, but I think that their tagline should be the best Bluetooth speaker. The world's best Bluetooth speaker. I don't know what I always say. I'm being distracted by my phone. I should turn the phone off. TurtleBoxAudio.com. Live loud. Up next, and I enjoyed it this morning. Thank you for making it. It is Dirty Duck Coffee, specifically Pitboss Duck Boat Dark, which we will have some at Molly's.
Good.
And if you can't get to Molly's, go to dirtyduckcoffee.com. Use the code PITBOSS10, PITBOSS 10 at checkout, and save yourself 10% on your entire order. We need to get some cinnamon too.
That time of year.
Yep. Maybe the French roast.
It's snickerdoodle.
Snickerdoodle. And maybe French roast.
Yeah.
All right.
It's good.
No Whalerville Wagon Tails.
Nope, you can just stop saying that.
So I'm going to stop saying that. But I will say Pitboss Waterfowl, shamelessly and selfishly, we are full for the 2024-25 season, but booking for the 2025-26 waterfowl season right here in Maryland, specifically sea ducks. So that's all I got, love. You got anything?
Nope, it's getting late-ish.
This is a long one. I don't even know when I'm going to get this thing up. It's that long.
Oh, man.
Plus, I'm hungry.
Yeah,
I haven't eaten much today. Speaking of that, I got on the scales this morning. It's the lowest that I've been. That was another thing that kicked me off this morning, feeling good. So
good for you.
Not the lowest I've ever been, but the lowest I've been in a long time.
Good.
So feeling good. And usually I have not been feeling hungry, but I'm feeling hungry right now. So
yeah, it's been a long day.
And maybe I need a little more Crown Royal. So well, you got the refill. I didn't.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just stating a fact.
I was not judging.
Oh, that sounds.
I'm just cold. That's all.
Oh, it's better than.
I want to turn the fan off. I'm freezing.
Better than the way I felt earlier today. There, turn them on.
Thank you.
All right. If you are still listening, we appreciate you. If you're still watching, we appreciate you. If you're watching, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, click the notification bell. Please leave comments, questions down below. If you're not watching us and you're listening, we appreciate you too. So, if you want to get on the mailing list, just give us your email, and we'll get you on that one too. Karen's in charge of that, and she'll get you all fired up there. So, oh my goodness, Woody and Paulie, that's like 9 text messages. That's
all
right.
right.
Bam, 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 bam. All right, enough. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this episode of the Pit Boss Podcast, brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods. Make sure, if you can't get to the Outdoors Festival this weekend, make sure you go to mymollys.com, mymollys.com, and check out all the savings that can be had here. So, all right, love, I've had enough. I'm out of here.
Cheers.
Salute. Thank you very much. I love you.
Cheers.
Salute.